Creating a pivot table. We are using the sales demo company of Acumatica. A prerequisite is that the S130 customization project has been imported and published, and filters set up on the Invoices and Memos form for open invoices. Under Customization, open the Pivot Tables form and add a new record. We are going to create a pivot table based on Invoices and Memos. So go to your screen ID and drill down to your Invoices and Memos. In the name box, we're going to give a name to the pivot table. I'm going to call it Invoice Totals by Customer. We can now save. As you can see in the pivot table ID, the name that we've typed in has been used to create an ID for the pivot table. Let's now add fields to the pivot table as follows. Drag the customer field into the rows pane. The names of customers will be displayed as row headers in the pivot table. When looking at the properties of the customer field on your right-hand side, ensure that Show Total is ticked. The system will display the total column with a cumulative all year round total for each customer. Now look for the date field and drag it to the columns pane. When you stand on the date field, the properties for that field will display on the right. Ensure again that your Show Total is ticked. This will ensure that the system adds the total column where a total for all dates in each row will be displayed. In the Round To box, let's have a look at the options. We are going to select for this example quarters. By selecting quarters, the system will aggregate invoice totals by quarter. Now we are going to look for the total amount and drag it to the values pane. The pivot table will display invoice amounts aggregated by quarter for each customer. Now let's save our changes and let's view the result. The pivot table is opening up in a separate tab. The pivot table you have created is available only to you. You can, however, share a pivot table with other users of Acumatica ERP